Hey, my millionaire family. I hope you're doing well today. So today's message is about um, intention, forgiveness, and love. Not the surface level kind, the kind you need before you step into a new year. As we move closer to a new year, this isn't about setting goals or pushing harder. This is about forgiving ourselves, loving ourselves, and setting intentions from a place of awareness. Accountability without self blame. And I want to say something gently but honestly. Sometimes forgiveness means acknowledging where we allow things to continue longer than they should have. Not because we deserved it, not because we're weak, but because we didn't know how to protect ourselves yet. This applies to friendships, relationships, dynamics, work environments, people who will only do what you allow them to do. And forgiving yourself for releasing and forgiving yourself means releasing the shame around what you didn't know back then. I know I'm stumbling over my words a lot, but I'm trying to actually follow my script for myself. I actually wrote it out, so I don't ramble too much. Love is preparation. This is why love matters right now. You're going to need self-love where you're going. You're going to stand in fire again, but this is a different fire. You're walking into the next level with clarity, peace, stability, with truth, with creativity. You're not the same version of yourself that entered the last fire. So when I tuned into this moment, I seen the Six of Wands differently. And it was like you're carrying the Master Wand, and like all of the other wands, like your five wands, instead of you fighting them, you're actually lighting them with your fire. And that's victory. Not over people, but over patterns, over fear, over silence. Pressure makes us shut down. Sometimes it motivates me. Sometimes it motivated me. Sometimes it was a sign I needed to speak up. And I'm learning how to do that now. There are stories I want to tell, truths I want to speak, and sometimes the fear of controversy shows up when I want to speak up. But when I choose to love myself fully and forgive myself for what I allowed in the past, I can speak clearly because once I tell my story, the people who need to hear it will understand. This is about loving yourself, forgiving yourself, and setting intention with truth. So when I wrote this, I was I know I had already set up like what I wanted my videos to lead up to into the new year. And so when I pre-write them, I also start to integrate like things that I've been learning over the like my journey and even the past week. And so when I went back to the day to prep for this video, I had so many different things on my mind, things that I was thinking about actually expressing. And when I was doing my reading for myself last night, the message was to allow myself to speak up and stop holding myself back, stop editing myself. Because I would take the time to edit these videos and not be myself. Like, I say that I'm myself, but am I really being myself? Like, I show up with a filter. I have a filter on now only because it's just, it gives better lighting sometimes, and it gives a better look on the video. Other than that, I haven't edited, and I had to explain that too because my mom was like, oh, well, let me see your unedited versions. I don't really edit them no more. I just let the captions come on because I want to be ASL friendly, you know. But so we had the Chariot come out while I was shuffling and talking to you guys. So this is definitely confirmation about moving forward. And then we have, oh wow, these all just flipped over as I was shuffling, so I'm going to stop shuffling. And then we have the Emperor at the bottom of the deck. This is definitely about balancing out the past, the present, and the future, and your mind. And the Star card is the first word on there is healing. The first word on there is healing. So you're healing from the past, you're moving forward, and it's time to express yourself fully. Then we have the Fool card, and that is a new beginning, and it's time to trust in yourself, and that you do love yourself, and you've set the intention to forgive yourself for what you allowed in the past. You have to move past that, because you are not defeated. Because we do have the Five of Cups here. The Five of Swords, which is frequent arguments, desire to always be right, facing a workplace bully, conflicts over money, feeling taken advantage of financially. So this could be something that you're moving forward from. You've learned this because this is also the Five of Swords. So it's definitely a mental thing. It was a block. This is something that you felt like when you spoke up, that's all that would happen. It would be arguments, and there would be no winning. And it's like you're losing yourself in these relationships by not standing up for yourself. And when you do stand up for yourself, there's all that attack, and you're just like, that's too much, especially when you're just trying to be with people, understand life, and be a human and actually interact with other people. And then we have the Hermit, taking a break from love to reflect, gaining awareness in relationships, seeking a deeper sense of purpose in your work, shifting focus away from materialism. When your perspective is changed, you don't care about a lot of things anymore. Like, especially arguments. Like taking a break from love. This is about love externally, because we're not placing it on materialistic things. This is definitely about loving yourself, returning home. This is about actually reflecting and actually being able to see where you were wrong, and allowing people to treat you the way you were treated. You have to take accountability for that, because you can only allow people to treat you how you allow. Like, they'll treat you how you allow them to treat you, So when you take a look back on what you would allow, you have to move forward and trust that the conflicts that are ahead of you, you will be able to stand for yourself, because you have healed these beliefs about yourself, and you have been able to take the time and reflect and have a new perspective on what has happened in the past. And with the Emperor at the bottom of the deck, you don't even know that you have this power. It's like you're blinding yourself, but you have the power to stand in your truth and speak up. Tell your story. Once again, like I said yesterday, it's your choice. If you're supposed to tell your story, feel guided to tell your story, tell your story. So, love yourself. You're heading into a new beginning. It's a new beginning, baby. You've healed so that you can walk in your truth. The Star card is healing from past emotional wounds. Positive outlooks lead to career success, high hopes, and aspirations at work. Achieving financial goals, staying inspired and motivated. Sounds perfect to me. So, set intentions from truth. Love yourself. Forgive yourself. Okay. I love you, my millionaire family. And I hope you have a great day. Stay how I live. Rich.